People always say, wow, you're so inspiring because that looks so difficult. I would never be able to do that. Like surfing looks so hard for you. But that's just the way I surf. That's my style. I just learned that way. I didn't know any differently.
Stories been told, the rights have been sold. You put it on the shelf, it's sat there way too long. This is your life, you had the rights. You sold it all for pennies and you're all alone. Humming butterflies to your brick wall every day. You don't see her, gotta see it to believe is what you always say.
I grew up in Pennsylvania, about 2.5 hours from the closest beach. I played soccer in pretty much like every sport you could think of when I was younger because I think I wanted to prove that I could do it.
We always went to the beach like during the summer when we were younger. I've just always loved the water. I've loved swimming. And I think when I was first stood up on a surfboard, I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Growing up with a disability, I've just learned to do things differently, and surfing wasn't any different than that. There was one obstacle after another, and I just tackled that head on.
So these are swim paddles, and so Liv needs to have a swim paddle because with her hands being so much smaller, she needs more surface area to get into the wave, to get momentum. So we order these, and then I modify them for her.
It makes such a difference. I still don't paddle as fast as other people, but it's definitely gotten a lot better. It wasn't easy at all, but it felt like something that I loved to do. So about 4.5 years ago, my family and I moved out to California from Pennsylvania to pursue my love of the ocean and surfing. I knew the feeling of catching a wave and I loved it. And I wanted to be good at it and I wanted to compete and I wanted to be at the top level.
And then I competed at Worlds, which is the ISA Parasurf World Championships. And that's like the biggest event of the year. And that's where I won my 3 World Championships.
Let's go! Way to go, Libby!
I think one of my biggest mottos is embracing yourself because it makes you who you are.
That's when the world stops spinning round.
Growing up, I didn't have as much confidence as I do now.
Pick yourself up, you are serious.
When we would take pictures, I would like kind of hide my arms behind my back.
This is the wetsuit that is completely custom so that I can put it on myself. It has a front zip. I'm so excited. This is the first time I'm going to be wearing it surfing.
My disability is so obvious that you kind of see it right when you meet me, so I struggled with that. Like I wish I could have hid it, but I knew that I couldn't, so I'm like, kind of got to this point where I was like, this is who I am and I'm just going to embrace that. And then I think surfing really helped with that because surfing made me feel like I wasn't different. I always say the ocean doesn't discriminate because the ocean doesn't care whether you have a disability, whether you're able-bodied, whether you're a woman or anything. They don't care what you look like or who you are. And as I look back on that process, I can see how much I've grown. And I just want that for any girl, any woman to be confident in who they are, regardless if they have a disability or not, and to just embrace how they were made, their strengths, even embracing their weaknesses, and just fully loving yourself for who you are.